Hello everybody, I am EonShiKeno. I'm going to commentate a game from MLG Raleigh between Dignitas Sjow. He's going to be our red Terran player here on the right side of the map, and his opponent. And as of this game being played, clanmate Dignitas Naniwa, he's going to be our blue Protoss player here on the left side of Dual Site. I think that's the name of this map. And but recently, we've had Naniwa switch teams. He's now on Complexity. So, no longer teammates. They're on opposite sides of the map and on different teams nowadays. So, let's see what type of builds we're going to have from both players here. Sjow being notorious for his lack of scouting. I mean, he'll go... He'll go quite frequently, just not scout, you know. He's just, I'll get there when I get there. He's got a really lax attitude about finding where his opponent is, what he's doing. He's definitely well known for just, doing a build and not bother, can't be bothered with scouting. That's for, the lesser players. But we'll see if he's going to scout this game. Gateway going up. Assimilator going to go up, so we're not going to see any type of fast, greedy Nexus play coming out of Naniwa. Sjow going to go for a refinery build. He's not going to go for any type of barracks command center opening either. Naniwa sending out a probe. You don't have to scout too early with a probe on this map. You can delay it a little bit more as compared to like a 4-player map. This is a 2-player map, so you'll always know where your opponent's at. You can scout a little bit later as long as you get there before the Marine comes out. It's good to know. That's good to just get in there. So he's going to get there before the Marine comes out. He might get blocked in. I know some players like to start one supply depot, stop building it, build another one just to trap him in there. So he's going to come around, see the gas, and then quickly get out of there. Naniwa had that timing down pretty well. You can see this. He's going to see whether there's a attack lab or not. He's going to see the Marine come out. He's going to scout whether or not there's 2 gas, 1 gas, 0 gas. So Naniwa is definitely in a pretty good position with the scouting information. And Sjow, as far as we can tell, he doesn't have a clue. He was going up there poking at the top, just looking for any proxy gateways. He's not going to see anything. Second Marine coming out. Gas going up, starting a factory. And what is this probe going to try and do? He's going to sneak back up in here. Yes, he is. He's going to look at that second gas, and he's going to see that second gas. So Ninja Probe of Naniwa sneaking in there for a second time. That's definitely a very important fact to know. 1, 2 gas. 2 gas definitely usually signifies some type of tech. And Sjow is throwing a reactor down on his barracks. Already has a factory up. It's looking like he's going to go with this Marine tank opening, having the option of either on adding in medevacs or banshees for this 1-1-1 type of play. So we'll see what he's going to go with as the game progresses. Let's look back over here in the camp of Naniwa. Not too much going on so far as the second gas up, starting a robotics bay. Probably has a pretty good idea what his opponent's going for. He probably plays with them quite a bit. Both are on the same team, have a good idea. And this Stalker, I like to play with this Stalker. If you can run up here and poke, get some damage, get some scouting done, get a couple shots to the Marines, and all you have to do is take a little bit of shield damage. You can regenerate that, not a big deal. You're going to have a Hellion come out. And Tech Lab's going to go down. Tech Lab going to go down on that factory. Now, the starport's a little bit late, so that isn't going to be synced up. I don't know if he's going to swap those or if he's just going to go for a medevac and just not do the Banshee. We'll see here. He's got enough gas, so it looks like he's just going to wait. Kind of curious to see what he's going to go with here. Oh, he's going to go for a swap. Stalker up here up front, and it looks like he force fielded. Didn't want that Hellion to get in there to scout out this robotics bay. That's something the Terran player definitely wants to see. What's he going to get? He's going to get a lot of warp gates. He's going to get robotics play or some type of Twilight tech. A lot of Marines coming out. Banshee coming out. So Sjow is going to go with that quick Banshee, Marine tank Banshee play. We're going to see him harass with this Banshee and do a little bit of poking around. He's going to see that expansion. Must look pretty good for Sjow. Doing this build that Sjow's doing isn't as effective if your opponent just sticks on one base. It's a little bit not as effective because they're going to have more units as opposed to having more money invested in their economy. So we're going to see an observer slowly get over there to his opponent's base. Sjow doing some scouting there with that Hellion. Sees the expansion. That's good enough for him. That's going to allow him just to continue on with his play here. Gateway's going to go up. More pylons here in the back. Pretty good probe saturation here. And here comes that Banshee. If Naniwa isn't paying attention here, oh, never mind, I say that, not paying attention. Look at this, already warping Stalker. 2 Stalkers will be more than enough to deal with this Banshee. He just needs to leave him back here, and this Banshee won't be able to do too much damage. Just a really common strategy is this 1-1-1 with Marine Tank Banshee, and harass with the first Banshee, get some scouting information in there. But Naniwa's obviously used to it, and I don't really think we're going to see Sjow get any type of excessive kills with it. Probably not even any. Just poking, seeing the Stalkers, figures, you know what, I can't do anything. Time to get out of town. So Naniwa successfully dealing with that attack. Going to transfer some probes down here to the expansion. 2 more gateways going to come up. That's going to give him 5 gateways. And with these Chrono boosting out some Immortals, so that's going to be nice to deal with those tanks. And here we got Sjow pushing out to right about the 8-minute mark. That's a pretty good timing. He's going to have 2 tanks. The third one actually not on the way. He's going to go for that Banshee first. But he's bringing some SCVs. That's a lot of SCVs he's really going for. We're going to see him throw down some bunkers. And just try and slow push into Naniwa's base. Naniwa's got a lot of warp gates, so we're going to see whether he can do any damage with this. These Stalkers kind of forced to sit out here in the base. The push is coming, pushing the Immortals up close. I really like this play from Naniwa. Pressuring Sjow, doesn't allow him to, creep right up to his base, slowing it down as much as possible. Time is now favoring Naniwa. The longer this can go on, Force Field's going to go down and separating the army up and bringing the fight to him. Immortals taking a little bit of damage, but not too much. Tanks are now sieged up. That's going to force Naniwa to fall back. And now Sjow is going to probably start building some bunkers up here and push those tanks up a little bit. And he's going to go for it. He needs to watch out those tanks. He doesn't want to get those picked off. Surprised he hasn't started throwing any bunkers down yet, but another Banshee showing up. Some more reinforcements coming. And where are the bunkers at from Sjow? I don't know what he's waiting on. I guess he just using the SCVs for meat shield at the time being. Taking a lot of hits there on that Immortal. And this expansion is going to fall. Is Naniwa going to sacrifice? Here he's going to go. Zealots warping in. Guardian Shield going to go. Focus Fire going to go down. All the Stalkers once kill the Stalkers off. Focus Fire from the Immortals on the tanks. Tanks dropping extremely fast. Marines dealing with those Zealots. And it looks like the Banshee's still alive. He's got plenty of Banshees alive, but there are more than enough Stalkers. Yeah, but there's still quite a bit of Marines left. He's going to lose that Banshee. That's going to be pretty critical. Still 2 tanks left. And still a lot of Marines here trying to warp in some more units. That Nexus is going to fall. He was forced to pull probes. And it looks like Sjow is going to take out this Nexus and that Pylon. And there's the GG from Naniwa. Game over. Sjow taking that out pretty easy. A very standard play. Naniwa just couldn't deal with that. So that's pretty much the end of this game. That was pretty straight up, pretty simple. Let's move on to game number 2.